Hey guys, today we will be talking about something rather important, backing up all of your important data before you have to format your phone. The platforms are pretty different, Apple and Android, so I'll have to make a separate video for each. Today we'll do it for Android. Whether it's in order to buy a new phone and start using that one, or in case you just want to format your phone for whatever reason, this video will show you how to back up your most important information from your Android phone. The most important information on our phones today are photos and videos and contacts and messages. When it comes to photos, I've done a playlist of 3 videos explaining how you can back up all of your photos using Google Photos. You can watch these videos if you don't know what I'm talking about. It will definitely help you to understand how it works and how you can get about using it. I was speaking to this friend of mine last week and she told me how she lost all of her photos because she damaged her iPhone. She had iCloud storage on her phone, but she never backed up her images to iCloud because she didn't have enough for all of her images, and it kept prompting her to buy more storage and she didn't want to. So she doesn't have any backup from there. She didn't do any backup on her computer, like most of us, that we don't really care to do a backup. And when that doomsday comes, when you just drop your phone and it stops responding and no one's able to help you, and you need a new phone, so you just go get one and your pictures are just gone. She had pictures from her semester abroad, from her travels around the world with her friends and family videos, and it's all gone. The 3 videos that I showed you and this video should help you to evade that one problem. Google Photos is a nice way to share your stuff and also to keep a backup of all of your important stuff in case everything else goes south. Also, you can use Facebook. You can create a private album and upload all of your images there. It's private, it's accessible. Why not? Some people get really paranoia about online privacy and how their images might be accessible to other people. So if you are paranoia like that, you can go ahead and purchase a new hard disk drive. It's a good investment, and if you look at the value it drives you, it's not actually a lot of money. If you purchased a hard disk drive specifically for your photos, it shouldn't cost you that much money. Look at the amount of value it's driving you for the amount of money you pay. Back in the day, in order to have good memories, what we had to pay for was film rolls, developing these images, the album, and hours of organization. Instead, now in the digital age that we live in, we don't need to pay for any of that. A hard disk drive goes a long way. And if you purchased one, I think it should last you a lifetime if you take good care of it. 1 terabyte is plenty of images. When it comes to hard disk drives, they are definitely downs. You don't have this amazing Google Photos features of organizing and finding the right image. You have to organize it yourself, and looking for an image can get a little difficult. I organize my pictures chronologically, and in case we go out on a holiday with family, we have several cameras in every holiday. So I name it by the event, and when you open the event, there are all the media shot by each of those cameras. In the description below, I'll leave a link of the hard disk drive that I used to use. It was a good hard disk drive until a friend of mine, a certain friend, caused it to fall down and it stopped responding and I lost all of my images. The good side is I made another copy of all of my images on the desktop computer at home. So when I went back home, I made another backup on my laptop and I also put it on Google Photos so that my images are definitely safe. Which reminds me, hard disk drives are fragile. You should be careful. If you're buying a hard disk drive, you might as well invest in a proper cover and use it carefully. Don't toss it around and don't give it to irresponsible friends. Use it carefully. It's all of your images, and if you have a dedicated hard disk drive only for your images, you may not need to give it to anyone. You can keep it at your home and safe with all of your images in it. They are really fragile. Unlike a CD or a flash drive, once these things fall from 2 feet or 3 feet height, if they fall directly without a cover, they most likely won't work, and along with your hard disk, all of your data is gone. Currently, I'm using a friend's hard disk drive. It's by Seagate and it's a really good hard disk drive. I'm getting one soon, and it works well with my Mac, and that's where I keep all of my videos, all of the media that I need to make these videos. And yeah, I'll leave a link to that down as well, and it's a good buy. In order to make sure you never drop your hard disk drive, Western Digital makes this really cool series called, I think it's called the book series. It's really large, but it's a hard disk drive. You can connect it to your computer and just leave it on the shelf at home, and since it's not portable, you won't be carrying it everywhere, and it turns out to be cheaper. That's a good investment if you're looking to just back up your photos and videos. So if you get a hard disk drive, organize them from time to time and be careful. They're fragile. Contacts are far easier in this day. I've made one video on Google Contacts. It should be flashing up there in the right top corner. What's that if you don't know how to back up your contacts for your Android or your Apple device? In this day, it's far easier than it used to be before. I remember there used to be this time when I backed up all of my contact in a CSV format. If you've never heard of it, you've seen good days. I had to export it in CSV and then import it back into my new phone, and then it was a lot of work. I had to download Outlook for that. Now it's so much easier. Have a look at my video if you don't know how to manage your contacts. It's pretty easy. You just need to connect your phone to the internet now and then, and remember the username and password to your account, your primary account, and it's as simple as that. The video. Messages. When it comes to messages, it depends on what you use primarily to send messages to your friends. If you use Facebook, you don't need to back it up. It's already on Facebook's servers. WhatsApp, it's a little bit of work, but it's doable. I'll make a video especially for WhatsApp because most of my friends use WhatsApp, and it takes a little while to explain how to back up using WhatsApp and to restore. If you're using SMS and you want to back up all of your text messages, then for you Android folks, there's this amazing app called SMS Backup Plus. I use this to back up my SMSs. It uploads all of your SMSs, plural of SMS, to your Google account, and you can just download them as an email, and it works. If you don't know how to use it and you really want to use it, let me know in the comments below. But I don't think anyone uses text messages these days, so I'm just gonna ignore text messages for now. In case you do use text messages, feel free to let me know in the comments so that I know I'm making content for someone, but I don't think that's important. WhatsApp and Facebook pretty much sums up most of the texting we do these days. And then there's Snapchat and Instagram, which doesn't need a backup. It's online, so this should be sufficient. That's almost it. When you've backed up your important stuff, go ahead and do a factory reset. Format your phone. After being formatted, it'll be much faster and you can start off afresh. Before you hit format of factory reset, your phone will remind you that this data is never going to come back. Just test if all of your images, all of your contacts and messages are backed up indeed. How you do that is pretty easy. Save a new contact, name it test, and upload it again. Visit Google Contacts. You know how to do it. something.something.com. See if the test is there. And then you're done. Same with photos. Visit photos.google.com and see if all of your photos are there before you go ahead to this point of no return. Oh yes, test it again. That's been it for today's video, guys. I hope that was helpful, and as always, keep learning.